Welcome back to Championship Court here at the Billie Jean King USTA National Tennis Center. Backdraw game between the 8th-seeded Emily Ackerman and Riley Bohnert taking on Ryann Foster and Amanda Hendry, playing for the chance to move into the bronze medal match.
Tough ball there for Foster to speed up as her back right leg steps backwards to try and speed a ball up forward. She's got to lean into that, grab that ball out of the air a little higher. Bohnert just getting out of the way of that as Foster mishits that.
It was somewhat of a slow move down and a slow move back up there for Riley.
Quick 2-0-2. Firefight goes the way of Ackerman and Bohnert. And remember, in the back draw, it is a single game to 15 win by 2, so points at a premium, especially early on.
Ball's just wide there from Foster. Foster, the predominant target for Ackerman and Bohnert right now.
Ackerman leaves it just short, so Foster and Hendry finally able to force a side out.
Great pull right there by Riley Bohnert as she finds a hole in the middle, but again, taking that ball out of the air, leaning in, and just brushing up, rolling that ball. Beautifully done.
Ackerman looking for a ball to speed up, but it clips the tape.
Yeah, and that ball was there. It's just she got to it a little late, and the ball had started dropping too much. Good patience, good setup there from both Ackerman and Bohnert, though.
Down the middle solves the riddle for Hendry.
Oh, great move right there from Hendry as she reads this ball going to be high, and she finishes with that big left-handed forehand.
Another error from Ackerman.
Well, she's trying to go backside on Hendry because Hendry's pinching so hard in the middle, but that ball just gets a little too low for her.
Foster comes up short into the net, side out, back over to Ackerman and Bohnert. Four, 3-2.
Ackerman just got to move her feet right there. That ball gets hit not too hard at her feet, but she's got to clear herself so she's not trying to short hop that ball.
Service error. And Dom, to your point, at this point in the day, as you played this many matches, how difficult is it to keep those feet moving?
Well, exactly to your point is that it's hard because, again, you've been playing all day. These ladies have been in a draw for, almost 8 hours today. And so, again, it's a premium to keep your feet moving and get your legs underneath you.
on a point, but it's just wide off the paddle of Foster.
Yeah, a couple of really good resets there from Bohnert. Kept them in the point, but good patience by all four in that one.
Really aggressive angle from Bohnert.
Well, good job, because again, ball gets popped up to the middle, and Foster pinches middle because that's where she thinks that Bohnert's going to go. But Bohnert goes back to the sideline.
Foster puts it away.
It's just good point construction from both Hendry and Foster, as they had Ackerman and Bohnert on strings, just pulling them sideline to sideline, opened up the hole in the middle finally.
Good job from Ackerman there, getting on top of that one.
6-4-2. A nice play there by Foster. Smart move to take a little bit off.
I think it
was
just
a miss hit.
Miss hit off her.
Oh, come on. We got to give her some credit.
No,
She
she's
has a
totally chunked. Needs to replace her divots on that one.
Hey, sometimes the miss hit what?
Oh, they work a lot.
You talking about pickleball or your all's tennis or your all's baseball career?
Oh, well, I
It
mean,
still doesn't work when I mess it up.
you have to fail in baseball.
Forehand into the net. Earns Ackerman and Bohnert another side out.
Hendry just getting a little too big there with the backswing.
How did Ackerman get that ball?
The communication with Bohnert. Get it. Go get it. Yelling at her, at her partner, Emily Ackerman, and she does, and they get back in the point. Good job.
Yeah, it got her all twisted around right there, but good court coverage from Ackerman and Bohnert.
That has all started on a great pressure dink from Riley Bohnert, going cross-court hard to Amanda Hendry, and then forcing the pop-up, and she's able to.
That will bring up an end change here in this single game, 1st to 15, as Ackerman and Bohnert leading 8-4, trying to play their way into the bronze medal match.
Next year on Championship Court 1, it is the men's pro doubles bronze medal match. It'll feature
Again, changing ends here at 8. A nice lead here for Ackerman and Bohnert. In control early. But again, just some easy mistakes, because I know Hendry has gotten some balls, some good point construction, some stuff that she can handle, but just overhitting a couple balls. They're talking on the sideline, trying to figure out what they need to do here to get back in this game to 15.
What's impressed you all the most about the way that Ackerman and Bohnert have started this elimination match?
Well, so I'll go back to how they started the day. Both of them are part of our next-gen national team, and they were trying to press a little too much and trying to speed things up and really get up to the kitchen line and overrunning balls. And part of the discussion that I had to them is, just slow things down, stay in the points, set things up, and focus on hitting cleaner balls. And they've been able to continue throughout the day doing exactly that. They're staying in points long. They're not rushing the setup and the construction of it.
And a well-constructed point there.
Yeah.
and attacking at the right time is Bohnert.
9-4-1.
Good ball from Hendry there. Able to find the feet of Bohnert. Very, very difficult to try to pick up in that position.
Overcooks it on the forehand.
Yeah, just too much lift there. Even with adding the top spin, you're trying to come up. You have to have some extension through the ball.
Really solid hands battle there from Ackerman.
Yeah, Ackerman getting on top of that. You watch her drop that front right shoulder, get on top of that two-hander down at the feet.
Kiss the line, and Ackerman and Bohnert get the side out.
Yeah, excellent return there from Riley. Cut it a little close on the sideline there, but it worked out in her favor.
Backhand into the top of the tape.
When you watch Foster look down, and she's exactly right, what she was thinking is she was a good foot and a half behind the kitchen line. She needs to be a little closer, and then combating one error with another. And we'll get a timeout here from Hendry and Foster, down by 7.
Hendry and Foster trailing 11-4-1 here in this elimination backdraw match, 1st to 15. Both teams trying to advance into the bronze medal match. They would be taking on Megan Fudge and Alex Trong, who fell to Paris Todd and Simone Jardim in the winner's bracket final. Ackerman and Bohnert really starting to lengthen that lead here as they pull ever closer to that magical number 15. What do Foster and Hendry need to do to stop that momentum?
Well, they've made a lot of unforced errors, right? And we talked about it in the last match of how important unforced errors is. We can have stats till we're blue in the face, but unforced errors is number one. Got to keep that ball in play. And Hendry, like I said earlier, has had some balls that she set up nicely and then either dumped in the net or hit long. And now Foster, she had a ball up, but she was about a foot and a half behind the kitchen line, misses it, and then a return to serve error.
Championship court in the shadows of Arthur Ashe Stadium here at the Billie Jean King USTA National Tennis Center. And a forehand error from Ackerman.
I think she thought Bohnert was going to step in and take that, and she didn't.
Tried the speed up, but it catches the tape. Hendry and Foster back on serve.
Yeah, so a slight adjustment there for Bohnert is just to get that paddle head below the ball. She came above it. So we see Foster doing just that. Paddle head below, brush up the back and through.
Still with some work to do, trailing 5-11-1. Ackerman and Bohnert exchanging some strategy. Ackerman pushes it just wide.
A good ball movement there from Foster and Hendry. Moving that ball around.
Boy, Foster, the big forehand down the sideline. And that's instantly going to get a timeout here from Ackerman and Bohnert.
After the timeout, Foster and Hendry have ripped off 4 straight points to close the gap to 11-7. What have they done differently over the last couple of points?
Kept it clean, right? And we talk about that all the time. We just talked about it about 2 minutes ago during the last timeout. And what did they do? They elongated points. They didn't make too many mistakes. They didn't go for balls they shouldn't, and they stayed in that point. They forced Ackerman to go wide on a dink as she tried to push sideline, caused that error, and then all of a sudden Ackerman's pinching middle, and Ryan Foster goes down the line for the winner, and now they're back within 4.
If you're Ackerman and Bohnert, what do you need to do here coming out of this timeout to stop the run of momentum?
Well, I mean, it's kind of exactly the same thing as we were talking about for Hendry and Foster to do, right? So they were controlling it. They were forcing Hendry and Foster to move around a little bit more. Probably what I would do in this situation is go more into the body between the feet, so they can't create any angles, or it's more difficult to move that ball around.
Right back up the middle.
Wow, you talk about some good communication, too, in the middle, because a lot of those balls are in between, and you're hearing from the court, Mike, you're hearing someone, and it's Amanda Hendry going, you, every time to let Foster know that that's her ball.
Couple of really nice plays there from Riley Bohnert on that exchange.
Yeah, those balls got deep to the body, but she fought them off and kept that ball down. Hendry just catching that last ball a little too late. She set herself up well with the speed up.
Catches the top of the tape. That's a side out back over to Ackerman and Bohnert. Ackerman misses it wide.
Same spot she missed the last one, pushing it wide, trying to get both Hendry and Foster extended.
A slice sails wide.
And that is what you cannot have here, especially when a team has a lead and you're going to that game to 15.
Into the body, and it bounces wide, and so Ackerman and Bohnert now 2 points away to making it into the bronze medal match.
Yeah, good reach in there from Bohnert, and a good spot jamming up Hendry.
It looked like Bohnert and Ackerman had the upper hand there as they were moving Hendry and Foster in and out again. But Foster able to get out of trouble. A little fighting in the middle there from Ackerman and Bohnert, and both of them end up alligator arming each other. No one knew who to take or which one to take.
9-13-1. Foster pushes it long.
Yeah, good spot there from Ackerman. She went 2 to the backhand side and then switched it up to the forehand side of Foster. Foster caught a little late and a little too big with the swing.
9-13-2.
Hot shot off the paddle of Emily Ackerman, and that brings up match point at 14-9.
No,
13-9. Sorry.
Sorry. You were preempting.
I was.
Coverage right there in the middle from Ackerman as she saw the dink float high. She steps in with her forehand, puts that ball away. We go back 2 points ago. Hendry and Foster were head serve, and again, little miscommunication for a half a second in the middle, caused a pop-up, and that gave Ackerman and Bohnert that side out. Now they got a match point on their paddle.
From one of our pros right now. I need you guys to stand up.
Yeah, it's been a good job from Ackerman and Bohnert getting back into it and kind of extinguishing that little run from Hendry and Foster.
Make some noise for him right now. Come on. I got you. On the side. You guys
Ackerman and Bohnert up 14-9 here in this backdraw elimination match. The first of 15 trying to advance
He's ready.
to take on Megan Fudge and Alex Trong, who are already waiting in the bronze medal match after falling to Paris Todd and Simone Jardim.
Ladies and gentlemen, can you make some noise for these pros? Give it up one more time.
Receivers, no timeouts remaining.
No timeouts remaining for Foster and Hendry.
Time in. 14-9.
Match point.
Little miscommunication in the middle there again. Ackerman calling it, but calling it a little late, and Bohnert comes over with the backhand side, and they get a little confused.
Misses wide, and Ackerman and Bohnert are into the bronze medal match as they eliminate Hendry and Foster 15-9. We'll hear from Ackerman and Bohnert when we return here at the Boca Raton APP New York City Open.
Number 1.